I built a stand for this bandsaw and I still need to make drawers for it, but making drawers is just not that exciting. And so I already made the sawdust drawer to go in here without filming it, but I'll film the other two drawers and I'll try to make that interesting. The sawdust drawer is a very snug fit, the idea being to make it a little bit airtight so that the sawdust is contained inside, and I sealed up this side too so the dust couldn't come out this way. But I realized sometimes I might want to hook up a dust collector, so if I cut a hole in here to fit this hose, that would solve the problem. Damn it! I really need more room around my scroll saw. Well, it's not perfectly round, but it fits tight. The way this part works is it closes off this area here because I'm going to have different drawers underneath here, and it's open here where the sawdust drawer is, and now I have this hole here which I'll cover up when I'm not hooking up a dust collector. I'll make the size of the drawers by resawing this chunk of wood. So I already have the right kind of blade on one of my other bandsaws, but I wanted to use this one for the resawing because this one is my new toy. Wow, that just chews through the hardwood. But it is a brand new blade, and that makes a big difference. That fit was a little bit loose, so I'm moving the tape where I stop at to tighten up the joints a bit. The bottom of this hardboard really doesn't slide very well, so I'm gluing on some oak runners. looks like I need to cut these down by a bit. I like to chamfer the edges a little bit. Makes the drawers much nicer to touch. So what I'd failed to take into account was the height that the bottom adds, plus the runner on the bottom. Plus, of course, the drawers themselves. I need a runner in between, and I've got this thing sticking out the top here. So this drawer can't actually go all the way to the top. These two strips of wood take up the remaining vertical space. So I want to give each drawer half of that space for slack. And that means I need to put the spacers on top of the drawer and then screw the runner in place. The tricky part is always how to locate where the drawer fronts go. I want to use just this 1/4-inch plywood, so I put these screws in temporarily, and now I can place that against the drawers, and I've installed a temporary backstop. And now I have alignment divots in the plywood that tells me how it lines up with the drawers. Now I want these drawers to end up flush with the front like that without any protruding handles. So before I glue the fronts on, I need to create some kind of finger hole for pulling them open. And now I can finally glue the drawer fronts on. These drawers are barely big enough to hold spare bandsaw blades. I should have made them wider, but I didn't want to make the sawdust box any smaller. And I also made a recessed handle for the sawdust box, which has a piece of wood against the back because I don't want the sawdust coming out the front.